Greetings. This is Encouragement on Fire, and I am Shirley Farrar, and I am so happy that you joined us today. In the house, I have Elder Cynthia with me, as always, conversating. You may hear some noise in the background, my dogs, or you may even hear someone knocking at the door because it's holiday time and people are coming from the family. My family, they have been preparing, staying safe without colds, coughs, all that kind of stuff, so then they can fellowship with us over the holidays. So I'm just excited. Aren't you excited, Elder Cynthia?
I'm so excited.
I know she is, because she gets to see her great grand.
Yes.
So this is great. So today we are continuing the conversation. Yes. We are talking about healing the gut. And last time we came before you, we talked about healing the gut. And the number one thing that we discussed was stress. Eliminating stress in our lives, which is so crucial. And if you can eliminate the stress, the body has an opportunity to begin that healing process. And so you hear my little dog, Loca, she's over here, she wants love. So one of the things that we talked about, like I said, was minimizing stress. But the second one we're going to talk about today is the immune system. You know, many times we want our bodies to stay in constant health, good health, healing, being able to heal. You know how sometimes when you're working outside, many of you gardeners or people who work outside, or you're around the house and you might cut your hand or you cut something, and immediately, right, the body goes to work and it begins to heal itself. So it's the same thing. You see it on the outside, but also there is a process in the inside that we know to also be true, whether we focus on it or not. I think that's the thing. We don't always focus on it because you can't see it, where you can see a cut. So the body inside needs to begin to heal itself as well. And remember, we're not doctors. We're just talking to you about our own personal experience of overcoming some health issues. And, you know, the number one thing that we should do, and I want you to say, if you know, I want you to post it at the bottom. What is the number one thing you should do to build the immune system? Does anybody know? What's the number one thing? I'll give you a few seconds. The number one thing.
See your doctor.
Well, Mom said, see your doctor. Well, yeah, you want to see your doctor. You always want to see your doctor. And we are including, remember, balance. You can't have a false balance. You always talk to your doctor. But if you, once you've seen your doctor gives you the okay, your levels are good. These are the things that you need to put into your body. Remember, we talked about the blood system. The blood tells on you what you do have in it, what you don't have in it. So that was a great answer, Mom, about seeing your doctor and getting your test done. But if you are an individual and maybe you can't go and get your test done, and you're saying, how can I do this without knowing those things? Well, you have to have a balanced diet, right?
Yes.
And so you can Google, if you have access to internet at home or in the library, you can Google and see what needs to take place every day for you to have a healthy, balanced diet.
Right.
And then begin again, like we're always talking. Start at that moment and say, okay, so every day, the balanced diet information that I'm getting from reputable RNs, nutritionists, they're telling me these are the fruits and vegetables you should have every day. These are the, the different meats or lack of meats that you should have. These are the different fishes and, seafood, different things that are good for the body and minerals. But the number one thing that I came across was plant foods.
Yes.
That makes sense. Plant foods, right? Plants have so many various different vitamins in them. And when I say plant foods, because I know we did a study on that there's really only one type of plant, right? And a vegetable and fruit, whatever. We're not even gonna go into that. It's just too deep. It's just too deep. But plant foods, I always go back to greens, right? Or I go back to broccoli. If you look up broccoli, right? And like I said, whether they're man-made foods or not, broccoli has so many vitamins.
Yes.
That's going to balance your diet. So number one, plant foods. You can't go wrong. wash those plant foods when you get them from the supermarket, even though you think they're nice and clean. Still wash them, get them good, and then you can eat them. The best way that they tell you to eat them, unless you're going through a medical condition, is raw or steamed, right? And then I always tell people, before you get the canned goods, you can always do frozen. Frozen always has more vitamins than the canned goods. And remember, canned goods sometimes have a lot of salt. So if you're going to get canned goods, make sure you look at the sodium intake.
Yes.
But like I said, number one is plant food. So, you know, Mom, what's your favorite plant foods?
Wow.
Yeah, and Mom has a few. Come on.
All of them.
Oh, you like all of them?
Broccoli.
You like all of them.
I love broccoli.
Broccoli.
I love asparagus.
Oh, Mom loves asparagus.
Yes.
Anybody out there want to get Mom a gift, you could buy Mom asparagus and put a bow on it, and she would be happy.
Spinach.
Oh, yes, spinach is excellent.
Yes.
Spinach.
Kale.
Every day I have spinach.
Yes.
And there was a time in my life that I didn't.
Yeah.
And now, after going through what I did, every single day, whether it's breakfast or lunch, if it's a snack, sometimes I throw a couple of raw, leaves in there with it.
Yes.
I'm just saying,
It's
delicious. And then, you know, I want to say this. The second thing that I would say, now it's not, you know, number one is always plant foods. Like I said, go to your doctor and the plant foods. But for me, this is my go-to, okay? And when you're feeling, you know, when that cold comes along or you start coughing, sometimes it is sinus. Don't get me wrong. It might be sinus. And I would definitely find out from your doctor, what is the reason you have sinus issues? Because a lot of times we accept the sinus infections or sinus and we say, well, it's just my sinuses. Well, there's the reason that you were diagnosed with sinus issues. And so ask the doctor, what is it that I'm allergic to? Or what is it that has me sneezing all the time? And guess what? Work on that process and try to, I say, rectify it. Because if it's just, it's the cutting grass or, you know, certain flowers that cause sinus,
Put a mask on.
there you go. So when you're outside, making sure that you're taking the proper precautions to do those things.
Yes.
Now, is it that cut and dry? No. But you honestly, if you have a sinus condition, you should find out why do you have it, right? Because everyone's is different. But we all go to the store and there's two different ones. I'm not even gonna say what they are, but there's two different sinus medicines that we take simply because we've been diagnosed with sinus issues. But guess what? You don't necessarily have to be affected by it, because it's all about your immune system. It's all about, are you cleaning yourself out? Is your gut clean?
Yes.
See, we go back to that gut. Yes, go back to the gut. So this is my go-to. And I'm telling you guys this because since I've been home and I'm working from home now, and I'm very thankful that I've been able to build my immune system up the way the doctor wanted me to. And I'm telling you, I may sneeze every so once in a while. And I already know what it's from because I've been taking the time to find that out. And guess what? Where I was taking allergy medicine every single day. Before my health issue, I was taking it every day and it wasn't working. Listen, and it wasn't working, meaning I still was getting infections. These things were happening. So lately, during this past year or so, I've been really focused on, okay, every time that I'm diagnosed with something or something's going on, why is this happening? And now, guess what? I'm down to, I think 3 days a week I take allergy medicine, where I was taking it every single day. And I believe if I continue in this process, I'm going to probably be down to 1 day a week, or even maybe I don't have to take it at all. See, that's the thing. If I do the work, if I'm putting forth the effort, now I'm believing God that this will totally go away. But if it doesn't, the point is, I'm not 7 days a week taking it. I am less than I was doing that, all right? But this one thing that I love, 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 I want to show you guys. See that? Echinacea. Oh, my goodness. I remember, Mom, when you showed me Echinacea, it was like in a bottle form. And you had given it to me one year. You was like, here, try this. This was when the kids were younger. And I used to take it out of the little capsule. And what I did was, because they were tinier, so I would put like a half a capsule in like tea water. Whenever the children would get, like, oh, Mom, I don't feel too well, or they were coughing or whatever. And I would put a little in there and they would perk right up. It was something that, whatever it was fighting against it. And I would do that for like 3 days. They wouldn't miss school. They were back to doing whatever they needed to do. And I noticed with Echinacea, whenever I feel a little some kind of way, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like you feel like, something's going on with my body. And it not necessarily is it good. I start taking my Echinacea tea. Now, they have tea bags in this one, but like I said, you can use the capsules and put one per, thing of tea or a cup of tea, 16 ounces. And oh my goodness, or 12 ounces. Oh my goodness. I can do this, and within 2 days, whatever that feeling was that was bringing on the cold, it dissipated.
Right.
And so this is one of my go-tos. These are great Christmas. Look, these are great Christmas gifts, everybody. Look, I'm putting it out there. These are great Christmas gifts, the stocking stuffers.
I always say give people something they can use.
Absolutely. Listen, me and Pastor Darrell, we got Mom something she's going to be able to use. Because see, Mom always loves, this Christmas, Mom always loves things that matter to her.
Yes.
We always try to buy gifts. Like, people buy gifts like, oh, I'm just going to get them. No. Buy them something they mention. Buy them something that it matters to them. Even if you don't like the gift, that's not the point. The point is, what is it going to put a smile on their face and make them happy, right?
Yes.
So we always do that. And
I like $1 million.
Well, yeah, I like that too. So, once I get mine, I'll make sure I give you yours. Anyway, so let me see. So also, and the research says that if you take Echinacea, it's supposed to, now remember, research is just that. It's research.
Yes.
Is it necessarily perfect for you? I don't know that. I'm just telling you what it says.
Right.
Okay?
For somebody it is.
For someone it is, and they're going with the overall population. Okay? So it can still assist you. 50%, if you take Echinacea during that time of sniffles or whatever it is, 50%, it can literally block the cold.
Yes.
It repels the cold. So tell me, is this a good one or not? Yes, it is. All right, so let's get moving. So there's another one that I used during my treatments when I was having a health issue. But this is one that I think that everyone should have.
Yes.
Minerals.
Yes.
Now, are there different kinds? Absolutely. Yes. So I don't want you to think this is the one, okay? Remember, we're not endorsing any products here. What we're saying is minerals, period. Now, this is one type that I tend to take, and I know, Mom, you do.
It's expensive.
Yes,
but
it is.
It lasts a long time. That's a 45-day supply.
45-day supply that costs $30. So I'm just letting you know, okay?
Yeah. But you got
I got it on sale, but that doesn't mean you're going to get it on sale. I'm just saying.
Just pray that you get it.
Yeah,
on
you
sale.
pray. You pray for your good fortune there, okay? But if you want more information about minerals, you can go to herbs.com. That's one website. You can even go in Google and type in minerals, and it will give you some information. I would say this: they mention that there's certain benefits from minerals, and what it does is it helps your body, the immune system, to work effectively. So think of that. I got to take it so then my immune system, and we talk about the gut inside, if I'm hurting in some fashion, in order for the vitamins I'm taking, in order for the green leafy vegetables or plants that I'm taking that has all these wonderful vitamins, in order for them to be able to do what they need to do, there has to be minerals in the body, enough for you. Everyone is different. Remember, we said go to the doctor first, get that test done, see what you're lacking, so you know what you need to do. But the good minerals. Oh, go ahead, Mom.
Also helps with the cramps in the legs.
Oh,
you
Lord.
don't want to be that guy on the Facebook. He jumps up, he's beating his leg because of the cramps.
Absolutely. I know that's happened to most of us out here, right?
Yes,
but
it has.
and everybody always jumps to the bananas. Why?
Yes.
Why do we jump to the banana? We grab bananas when we get that cramp in the leg. Why? What is it? Content? Potassium.
Yes.
And that's one of the minerals that the research says that you really need in your body. So we have the potassium, magnesium. You must have sodium. Well, everybody knows that you got to have a little salt. You can't have a lot, but you have to have a little bit. And then calcium and phosphorus. A lot of times people don't think of that one, but that one is necessary for the body. So if you want to find out more information about that, look that up, do some Google searches, because I think that's really going to help a lot of people. You have to have those plant foods. You have to talk to the doctor and get your blood work done. So you'll know what you do and do not have going on. You need to be able to have good minerals in your body. That's an absolute. And if you want to fight the common cold, especially during the winter seasons, Echinacea is one of those go-tos. Is it the only one? No. But we're just trying to show you some things that we found. If we find some others, we will let you know. Now, this is, oh my goodness. This is one of those things that my mama, my daddy, my aunts, my uncles, everybody has told me about over the years. My grandma, grandpa, everybody over the years. And you tend to have it or you know about it, but you don't use it. You understand? You know how everybody tells you, oh yeah, well, you know, if you do this, that'll work for you. And people will say, oh yeah. You know it to be true, but you just don't pay it any attention. Now, I know I'm not the only one. You guys out there, I know I'm not the only one. So I'm going to share something with you, and you're going to say, oh, yeah, I know about that. As soon as I show it to you, you're going to say, oh, yeah, I know about that. Yeah, you know about that. Apple cider vinegar. Okay, this is one of those things, just like the Echinacea. It's a go-to. Now, I'm not endorsing this company. What I'm saying to you is, apple cider vinegar. You need to have this in your refrigerator. You know, I don't think you have to have it in your refrigerator. I think it can just be in your cabinet.
Yeah, it can stay in your cabinet.
Or in there. But I keep mine in the refrigerator like it nice and cold. What I do is I take a teaspoon and put it in a glass of water and drink it. Now, you can do that every single day. It helps your immune system. It helps you to stay, to flush out all the bad stuff, okay? A lot of times, and I'm not going to get specific, but ladies, when we're going through times of the month or whatever it is, it helps against pain, different things of that nature, in addition to baking soda. But it's one of those things that it just flushes out all the bad stuff. So you may want to consider this. I remember we had someone here at the house. We're not going to say who it was. And they came over. Do you remember that, Mom? They came over and they had all these pains. Remember the person? They sat in the kitchen. They was like, oh my God. I'm sitting there. You know who you are out there. One of my nephews. And he was in pain. He was like, oh my God. Oh my God, Shirley, this is crazy. I'm hurting. And all of a sudden, me and Mom looked at it. We gave each other that look. And we said, well, if you're willing to try something different, you know who you are. If you're willing to try something different, you should try a teaspoon of this or, a cupful, a teaspoon in a cup. Right. And he said, okay. I think we gave it to him before he left. Yeah. And oh my goodness, he was like, oh my stomach. And we were like, exactly. This is one of those things. It's your go-to. We always go and we immediately go to medication. And, or over the counter, which medication is medication. Even if it's over the counter, it used to be, medication we actually had to get prescriptions for. Right. But then after a long period of time, they just made it over the counter. And your doctors will tell you, use something in your refrigerator, use something natural. They even tell you, don't jump to use harsh products before you try something natural, because give your body an opportunity. Give your immune system the opportunity to do what it needs to do. Remember, doctors tell you all the time, you don't want to have to come to me when it gets to that level. They tell you that in the doctor's office, and they tell you, we want you to use the natural stuff. We want you to do these things, but mostly we don't always do that. We want the quick fix. Doctor, I don't have time, right? I don't have time to be taking a teaspoon, putting it in the cup every day, either before I go to bed or before I go out in the morning. Think about how literally it's not that big of a deal. I put it in there and I drink it and I'm on my way. That's something so innocent, so quick. We can do this ourselves, right? And it can keep us going.
They even have apple cider gummy. You know, just make sure it doesn't.
Did y'all hear that?
Just make sure it doesn't have fructose in it.
Mom said they have apple cider vinegar gummies.
Yes.
So there you go. Those that don't have time to put this in a teaspoon of this,
like the taste.
or don't like the taste, because you know sometimes things about taste. You can always get that. And remember, we talked about the
turmeric.
Turmeric. I have gummies that are turmeric.
They're good.
I like taking the real turmeric and the tablets or putting it directly on my food. However, the gummies, if you are in a rush, grab them, but just make sure they don't have what ingredient?
Fructose.
Fructose. You don't want to have the fructose in it. Now, I'm not saying that all products you can't have fructose in it. I'm saying to you, listen, I'm saying to you,
up to them.
Yes, it's up to you, but I'm saying try to not have it as much. And the reason is, what was it the reason, Mom? What does it do to you?
Well, it gives me a headache.
It gives some people a headache. And what are the other symptoms?
It makes me feel horrible.
And it can cause upset stomach and heart. But remember, we're not talking about everyone. We're saying to you there's some side effects from it, so you have to be careful, okay? So you always look at the ingredients.
Yes.
And remember, some people are affected by some things, some people are not. So what works for you and what doesn't? The only way you're going to figure that out is by doing the work, okay? So I have some people coming in the house, as you can hear the dog starting to bark. So I wanted to show you one thing. The apple cider vinegar, there are some additional benefits from the apple cider vinegar. Do you know it helps in weight loss? It also reduces cholesterol and it lowers your blood sugar. It lowers your blood sugar and it improves diabetes.
Yes.
Isn't that something? Those are 4 wonderful things. Weight loss, cholesterol, blood sugar, and improves diabetes just by taking this. Oh my goodness. And Mom is up there pointing to her. What does it do?
Keep your hair from falling out as much.
And it helps the hair from shedding and falling out as much. Wonderful.
Because it's going to shed so much.
Oh yeah, all hair sheds.
You don't want it to overdo it.
Right. So it pulls it back. It improves. I think that's wonderful, especially as we're getting older and it's just helping us. So excellent, excellent. So there's a couple of other things that I want to talk to you about too. This one came from organicgreek.com. And so there's a couple of things that you can add to your diet that will help the immune system. And Mom, I'm not pretty sure Mom has all these things that she does all the time. So there's the black cohosh. A lot of times people, you hear that. Those are some things, they have it in the tablet forms and you can add that.
Right.
Now, one of the things that I think we do in the house, we make sure that you may not eat all of these every day.
Right.
So what you do is every week, whether it's your Sunday or your Saturday, you sit down and you prepare like vitamins or pills for the week. And yes, it is one of those things you prepare them because I want to live healthy. I want to live right. So if I can't get everything in my diet, meaning my plants and vegetables and fruits, you know, all those type of things, then I have to make sure I'm getting them in my supplements or my additional minerals or herbs. So we're taking the initiative to live healthy and have healthy lives. And in anything in life, anything worth doing, it's going to take a little work. And this is good because you get to live healthier while you're living.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but when, you know, you're going through health issues, you're like, well, what if I live like this for another 30 years? Nobody wants that. You want to live your best life as healthy as possible. Let's just say that as possible. Exercise. Yeah, you got to be exercising, you guys.
You can sit in a chair and exercise.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's going to build your immune system. It's going to build your immune system.
If you're older, turn on the computer to silver sneakers. You can exercise if you don't want to go out to the gym.
For the seniors out there, y'all heard Elder Cynthia. She said turn on to silver sneakers.
Yes.
That's one that they can turn on. Pretty sure there's others, but that's one that you can turn, you know, at least if you find that one, you should be able to find the rest of them.
Right. They'll come up
on the internet. So take the time to do that, to exercise. But let's go back to the tablets. Another one that I really like, cranberry tablets.
Yes. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. And remember, these are things you don't have to take every day.
You don't.
Even if you
every
say
other day or every third day.
Or you can say I take them once a week.
Yeah.
It's still better than not doing it. But taking it and saying, let me make sure I'm getting it in my diet. Remember what Elder Cynthia said when we first started. If you went to your doctor, you got your blood test done. You already know what it is that you need, right? So if you already know what you need, then you'll know how much cranberry tablets I need to put in my diet based off of the benefits of the cranberries.
Right.
Do you see? And then this is a good one. Green tea.
Yes. Yes.
I drink green tea every day. Now, I also drink coffee, so I'm just letting you guys know. I'm a coffee drinker, but I love green tea, and I'll have green tea in the evening. So then I can get all of the antioxidants from it, and it can heal the body. You know, because at nighttime, I'm doing the exercise, a specific exercise at night before I go to bed. And that particular exercise gets me to a point where I can have really good, they call it Zen. I say you get to that second level of sleep that, oh my goodness, that I can actually get.
Peace.
It's like a peace and a healing sleep. So, you know, I'm thankful for that. But then we talked about the turmeric, making sure that you're taking the turmeric capsules or you're putting it on your food directly.
And if you put it on your food, make sure it comes with black pepper in it.
Right, the cumin. Remember we talked about the cumin, turmeric and cumin. If you get turmeric, it should have the cumin in it, or you add straight black pepper with it. It ignites it.
Some people pronounce it turmeric. So just in case.
turmeric, whatever you want to pronounce it.
Right.
Tomato. I'm saying, whatever you guys want to do.
Way they'll know.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. So, and then let me see. Also, they have something that says whole fruit capsules. I don't know too much about that, but whole fruit capsules. I've never, so I'm going to look into
what
it.
They just had on television?
I have no idea. I just know
what vegetables and the fruits.
And they put it in the whole fruit capsules. So maybe we can get some more information.
They're really pushing that. I don't know about it.
Well, I don't know too much about it, but we're going to get some more information as soon as we do. On another one of our podcasts, we may mention
it, and they can
put it in the post if you know about it. That sounds great.
To know.
Yeah, I definitely would like to know myself.
It costs good. I know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, all of these herbs cost good, but you have to make an initiative to say, I'm going to do what I need to do. Think about it. Medicine in itself costs much.
Yeah.
You know.
You got insurance.
You have some people, not all, Mom. Not all people have insurance.
The ones that don't, that's what. If they can get vegetables and cook them mostly at home, it would help. But even
vegetables now with inflation, things are going up.
It has. So, but you got to, even if you, it's better than eating nothing.
Yeah, well, you do what is best for you. So that's the way we're going to say that.
You want to, you try to eat right.
You try to eat right. That's the only thing you can do. All right, there's two more things that we're going to talk to you about. And the next time we come together, we are going to talk about it more. The probiotics. So this is one that found on the internet. Now, I'm not endorsing the product. What I'm saying is probiotics in general is really good. And and it helps that immune system. It helps to get rid of that stuff in the gut, your digestive system.
In your body.
To do what it needs to do. Because the whole point of this conversation is your gut must be better.
And if you can't afford to spend that kind of money, sauerkraut. I grew up on it. Maybe that's why we were always healthy.
Yeah, we were.
Sauerkraut, and all you need is 2 tablespoons.
That's
of that.
Good, you guys. That's good.
A lot cheaper.
So if
and kefir.
I get this, but if you can't get this, and you have to do it the old-fashioned way, sauerkraut.
Or kefir.
Well, kefir is one of those things you have to keep in the refifrigerator.
Yes.
Okay.
You definitely.
I take kefir at least once a week. I take I have a little tiny cup and take my little cup. Every week, and it puts that good probiotics in the body.
And pickles, I think it's pickles.
Pickles
too.
is another
There
one.
are things
Absolutely.
that
So
you can,
see, that's what I'm saying. The doctor wants you to do this, you
it.
guys. They're always telling you fruits and vegetables, balanced meals.
Yes,
Go back to
yes.
doing the things you need to do to keep those things in your system. But if you get to a point it's not working, then you have to clean the gut.
Right.
You got to clean that gut out and work with your doctor in the blood test. And then what is the doctor saying? You got to have this in your system. Well, what do you get? Well, sometimes if you can't get green leafy vegetables, guess what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Add it with you or take that.
This is an amazing trio. It has barley grass, wheatgrass, and alfalfa. This is one of the ones that I use during my treatments.
Yes.
I did this the entire time, and it kept me healthy.
Yes.
The doctor was like, wow, you're really getting through. Where normally with the medicine they used on me, they said I would have loved my weight to go down, but not for that reason. They said my weight would have really went down.
Yeah.
I would have really had a really bad, sometimes I was going to be able to take it. Like they were really concerned with that sometimes you were going to be able to do chemo and then it might be weeks before you couldn't. And because of the doctor and I working together.
Yes.
And I would tell him everything that I wanted to take. And he would tell, now there was some things he said no.
Yeah.
There was some items in the herbs that I was taking. He said, not while you're on this treatment.
Right.
Because it's going to go against it. So I said, okay. He said, as soon as the treatments are over, you can go and use that.
Yep.
And that's what we did. We worked together. And so there were some items I was able to take. And I'm telling you guys, work with your doctor. They will tell you yes and no on certain things. And once you're through, you can go back to your regular regime and clean that gut out. Right now, I'm in the process of cleaning the gut out because I still, they tell you, you can take chemo, you can take all these different things. They could still be in your body. These things are still in your body until it's totally cleaned out. Your liver, your intestines, all of these things have to get out.
Yeah.
And so I'm in that process. And like I said, even though that year mark is coming around, I'm still doing what I need to do so I can become healthier. And I'm hoping that you do the same thing. So we are getting ready to end today. I hope that my mom over there talking about praise God. Now, you know what I'm saying? Listen, she is something. My mom is something else, man. But all y'all that know her, you love her. So because we have so much to do. That's why she's like, thank you, Jesus, because we got a lot of stuff to do, cleaning and stuff for the holiday. So just, I will keep all of you in prayer. We hope that you can continue to come back on Sundays and join with us so we can have lots of fun. If you have some other topics that you want us to talk about, then make sure that you you put it in the post so we can talk about it later. But also, next time we come together, now we already did reducing inflammation. We're probably going to graze on it a little bit, but we're also going to talk about collagen.
Yes.
Remember we talked about the gut, cleaning the gut. Well, how does collagen work with that? Well, we'll talk to you soon. All right. This was Encouragement on Fire, you guys. Shirley Farrar. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.